Time moves quietly, carrying our memories forward even when we're not ready. Faces, voices, and moments we once shared through screens, songs, and stories remain stitched into our lives. This week, Celebrity Tribute Hub pauses to remember remarkable people whose work shaped generations, reminding us that honoring them keeps our collective memory alive today, tomorrow, and long after goodbye fades. Catherine O'Hara was a gifted actress and comedian whose warmth and timing shaped modern comedy and comforted audiences for decades. She mattered because her characters felt familiar, loving, and deeply human. Viewers remember her from SCTV, Home Alone, Beetlejuice, and Schitt's Creek, where she created unforgettable humor. Her performances blended absurdity with tenderness, making laughter feel safe. Catherine O'Hara passed away on January 30th, 2026 at age 71. Details surrounding her passing were kept private. Her legacy lives in shared family viewings, quoted lines, and quiet smiles. She leaves behind a reminder that kindness and comedy often walk together forever. Sly Dunbar was a revolutionary musician and producer whose rhythm shaped global reggae and popular music history. He mattered because his drumming carried soul, precision, and innovation across cultures. As one half of Sly and Robbie, he anchored songs for Peter Tosh, Bob Dylan, and countless legends. His beats quietly influenced generations of artists and listeners. Sly Dunbar passed away on January 26, 2026, at age 73. He died of natural causes. His legacy pulses through timeless recordings, dance floors, and headphones worldwide. He reminds us how rhythm can connect people beyond language and outlast even the longest silence together. John Brodie was a celebrated athlete whose leadership defined an era of American football and sportsmanship. He mattered because excellence followed him both on the field and beyond it. As quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, he earned MVP honors and lasting respect. Later, he impressed fans again as a competitive professional golfer. John Brodie passed away on January 23rd, 2026, at age 90. Details surrounding his passing were not reported. His legacy reflects discipline, grace, and adaptability. He remains a symbol of dedication for athletes who followed and inspired generations, who valued integrity over fleeting fame and teamwork always. William Foge was a physician and public health leader whose work changed the course of human history. He mattered because millions lived longer lives through his quiet determination. He helped lead the global eradication of smallpox, a once deadly disease. Later, he guided public health strategy during critical moments at the CDC. William Foge passed away on January 24th, 2026, at age 89. He died from congestive heart failure. His legacy lives in every life saved and crisis prevented. He showed how science, compassion, and courage protect humanity, often unseen, yet deeply felt across generations and borders around the world forever. Coming up next, another beloved legend whose story touched millions. Francis Buchholz was a powerful musician whose bass lines helped define hard rock's global sound. He mattered because his music became the heartbeat of an entire generation. As longtime bassist for Scorpions, he powered hits like Rock You Like a Hurricane and Wind of Change. Those songs became anthems across borders and decades. Francis Buchholz passed away on January 22nd, 2026, at age 71. He died after battling cancer. His legacy lives in stadium echoes and late-night radios. He reminds us how music carries emotion across time, connecting strangers through shared memories and unforgettable melodies that never truly fade away. Sal Buscema was a legendary comic book artist whose drawings shaped superhero storytelling for generations. He mattered because his art defined how heroes moved, fought, and felt. At Marvel Comics, he brought life to Spider-Man, the Avengers, Captain America, and the Incredible Hulk. His panels became part of childhood imagination worldwide. Sal Buscema passed away on January 24th, 2026, at age 89. Details of his passing were not reported. His legacy lives in dog-eared pages and collectors' shelves. He showed how art can become memory, quietly influencing creativity, dreams, and heroism long after publication ended for readers everywhere across generations. Mark Tully was a respected journalist whose voice helped the world understand India's complexity. He mattered because his reporting blended empathy, curiosity, and depth. For decades with the BBC, he covered politics, culture, and faith with a rare balance. His program, Something Understood, became quietly influential. Mark Tully passed away on January 25, 2026, at age 90. Details surrounding his passing were not reported. His legacy lives in thoughtful journalism and informed dialogue. He reminded audiences that listening carefully matters, especially during uncertain times when truth feels fragile and urgently needed by societies seeking understanding beyond headlines and borders everywhere always. Yvonne Lime was a classic actress whose presence reflected Hollywood's golden transition years. She mattered because her roles captured youthful spirit and sincerity. Audiences remember her from films like I Was a Teenage Werewolf and television's Father Knows Best. She also appeared alongside Elvis Presley in Loving You. Yvonne Lime passed away on January 23, 2026, at age 90. Details surrounding her passing were not reported. Her legacy lives in nostalgic reruns and film reels. She represents an era of simple, heartfelt storytelling that families once shared together in living rooms nationwide, with warmth and familiarity that endures still today. The next name may bring back memories you haven't thought about in years. Tom Sharonis was a television director whose vision shaped modern American comedy. He mattered because he helped define how humor felt on screen. As Seinfeld's primary director, he guided iconic episodes like The Parking Garage and The Contest. His steady hand shaped a cultural phenomenon. Tom Sharonis passed away on January 5, 2026, at age 86. He died from Alzheimer's disease. His legacy lives in laughter repeated endlessly. He reminds us how direction can quietly shape history from behind the camera, influencing generations without ever seeking spotlight through timing, trust, and restraint that still resonates today with audiences worldwide forever. Akira Iria was a respected historian whose scholarship reshaped understanding of international relations. He mattered because he connected global narratives with empathy and insight. His academic work influenced students, diplomats, and policymakers worldwide. He helped explain how nations interact beyond conflict alone. Akira Iria passed away on January 27, 2026, at age 91. Details surrounding his passing were not reported. His legacy lives in classrooms and libraries. He reminded us history is shared, human, and ongoing, shaped by choices, compassion, and cooperation across generations that continue influencing thought worldwide long after his words were written and teachings delivered with care. Venus Kurigata was a celebrated poet and novelist whose words bridged cultures and memory. She mattered because her writing gave voice to exile, identity, and resilience. Her works blended Lebanese roots with universal human emotion. Readers found beauty and pain intertwined in her poetry. Venus Kurigata passed away on January 28, 2026, at age 88. Details surrounding her passing were not reported. Her legacy lives in verses read softly and often. She showed how language preserves the soul across generations. Borders, or in deeply personal moments of reflection where words become lasting companions during life's quiet hours and private remembrance always. As we reflect on these lives, we remember that legacies do not end with passing. They live on in songs, stories, discoveries, and shared moments. Thank you for remembering with Celebrity Tribute Hub. Take a moment to reflect on which of these lives touched your heart most